Everybody, and welcome to Major League Wrestling. We want to give a special thank you to Wrecellence for that great track on the Heart Foundation.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's the Black Wrecellence Podcast, episode number 10. Holy shit, 10 episodes of the Black Wrecellence Podcast. If you have listened to all 10 episodes, you have listened to 10 hours of me talking about the best black pro wrestling, the best black pro wrestlers of all time, past, present, and future. And that's amazing. I think anybody who starts a podcast, they always think like, is anybody really gonna listen to this? Should I do this? Like, who wants to hear blah, blah, blah? And then I have this thing where it's just me. I don't have any guests. I don't have a partner. I just have me and my clips. So, to get response and to have people telling me that they like the podcast and they're enjoying what I'm doing, and following me on Twitter at Black Wrecellence, BLKWRECELLENCE, Black Wrecellence, where I'm getting a lot of traction and I'm having a lot of fun, meeting a lot of new friends. But if you have done that, thank you. I want to thank everybody for joining me in this journey. Things are becoming really cool in the past couple weeks. Maybe you have seen, I made a video a few Sundays ago. I was at home hanging out, so I decided I was watching MLW. Shout out to the homies, Court Bauer, Alex Greenfield, all the people of MLW, Major League Wrestling. I made a video for the Heart Foundation, the new Heart Foundation, the latest and greatest carnation of the Heart Foundation. I love their theme. It's an instrumental version of a Rick Ross song. Three Kings, Rick Ross, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. Amazing song, amazing hip-hop song. Everybody gets off, everybody gets down. I wanted to do a remix because I love that song. I love that theme. I love the Heart Foundation, the new Heart Foundation, Teddy Hart, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Brian Pillman Jr. So amazing. You know I love the original Heart Foundation, Bret Hart, Jimmy Hart, Jimmy Anvil Neidhart, then just Bret Hart and Jimmy Anvil Neidhart. Then the 1997 amazing run, Raw, WWE, Montreal Screwjob, Canadian Stampede, all these amazing moments. Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, Davey Boy Smith Sr., the British Bulldog, Brian Pillman, Jimmy Anvil Neidhart, the Heart Foundation, an amazing run. So I wanted to pay tribute to them, to that. I made a video where I'm rapping over the theme of the Heart Foundation, just talking about why I love them so much, all the crazy and dope shit that they do. Made a little video to it, rapped on the thing, put it online. People started sharing it, liking it, whatever. Got up to 19,000 views. That's crazy. Like, I put out hip-hop songs all the time, and they don't get as much traction as this did. So to get 19,000 views in a week, in a couple of days, is crazy to me. So the MLW retweeted, Court Bauer retweeted, everybody was like into it. Lot of plays, lot of views. MLW Fusion comes on beIN Sports USA. I watch it on my Roku player. It comes on now. They have a new time, 6 p.m. on Saturdays for me here on the West Coast. Turn on MLW, 6 p.m. Saturday. Boom, boom, boom. The thing goes off. The first thing after the bumper, the first thing that that introduces MLW, the first thing you hear is my song. You hear my words, you hear my lyrics, my video. You see it all there. You see it presented to the world on MLW Fusion. My voice, my video, the Heart Foundation 2K19. It's amazing. I still cannot believe it. So I'm going crazy, letting everybody know It's available right now on YouTube. Go watch MLW Fusion, episode 45, main event, Teddy Hart and MJF. Go watch it. Watch my video. Thanks again to MLW. It's crazy. It's amazing. Again, follow me on Twitter.
I've taken little pale
Black
punks like
Wrecellence.
you and took them in my hand
So,
and literally
thank you
put 'em
again
in
for
my
being here.
mouth.
This is episode 10. Last week, we talked the first NWA Black World Champion. So I wanted to continue.
I
wanted to continue the talk of Black World Champions. And I wanted to, of course, since it's Black History Month, give it up to one of the greatest Black pro wrestlers of all time. One of the reasons I wanted to do this show right here. One of the reasons I even began thinking of an article, of a podcast, of anything. This guy was one of the people that I thought of. Of course, you can't think of Black pro wrestling. You can't think of the history of professional pro wrestling without thinking of this man. All-American football player, hard-nosed, badass motherfucker, played football for Florida State. Fucked niggas up from freshman all the way on. Went on to play he played a little bit in the NFL. My dude was so hard in football, college football, All-American, one of the best. Florida State named him one of the best dudes, just one of the best men of all time. This guy is so great at everything. He is one of the best of all time. Went on to play a couple seasons in the NFL. I think he played with the Cleveland Browns. Don't quote me on that, but look it up. My man played in the NFL. Ron Simmons, one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. Ron Simmons came through, blessed the professional wrestling world with a hard-nosed, strong, intimidating, Billy D. Williams looking motherfucker. Here he comes. Jerry curled out. Here he is.
Right now.
Ron Simmons to take on the world. Ron Simmons, I guess, after he got done with the NFL, he ended up playing either like Canadian or not in another league of football where he ends up running into the Total Package Lex Luger. The Total Package Lex Luger is one of Ron Simmons' homies when he's done with the NFL. So,
the extreme.
Total Package Lex Luger says, of course, he sees this fast, strong, hard-nosed, just fucking a man, manly man, hard-ass black man. Yo, get into professional wrestling. You're fast, you're strong, you're quick, you're every attribute that's needed. You are it. You hit that shit. You are fucking hard. Hard as fuck. You are the fucking man. Come to professional wrestling. I'm about to start over here in Jim Crockett's promotion. It's Southern. It's going to be great. You'll be amazing. So Ron Simmons starts in Jim Crockett Promotions. The origins, the beginning, NWA, before they are WCW, they were Jim Crockett Promotions, ran by, you guessed it, Jim Crockett. So Ron Simmons starts, of course, an intelligent, young, athletic guy like this, it's going to be easy for him to make the transition into wrestling. You know, there was cats like, cats, that's funny. Big Cat Ernie Ladd was a huge part of this sport. Huge part of the football and then into pro wrestling. Vince McMahon will still say that Ernie Ladd is his favorite football player. But he started as a football player, transitioned into NFL. And if you're great at football, if you have the athleticism and you can work your athleticism in a different way, you could be great at wrestling. And Ron Simmons, exactly that. Takes to wrestling as good as he takes to football. And when he gets into Jim Crockett Promotion, he's so badass, he's running into a little bit of a winning streak at first. He's winning matches left and right, fucking jobbers up. The spine buster and the power slam are ever prevalent. It's Ron Simmons. This guy is something else. Ron Simmons has a run. You know, he eventually loses his undefeated streak. He cuts his teeth in Jim Crockett Promotions early. Jim Crockett Promotions becomes the wrestling company that we all know and we all love. We grew up on it. World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Jim Crockett Promotions becomes WCW. Ron Simmons starts to have a little change of heart. He sees that, you know, as a black man, you're at the very, 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 very bottom of the map when it comes to professional wrestling. People are already counting you out coming in. You're a football player. You're black. They're like, dude, everything you can have against you, you have against you. So Ron Simmons is like, look, y'all fans don't appreciate me. Nobody in the back appreciates me. I'm hard as fuck. I'm Ron Simmons. I'm ready to fuck y'all niggas up. Who want it? So Ron Simmons starts fucking niggas up, but then it starts going bad for him. He starts to run into a little bit of a losing streak. You know, he goes through the trials and tribulations anybody would. The trials and tribulations that most wrestlers start out with, he didn't start out with because he was so good and they wanted to push him immediately. So they started putting him through that shit that you go through when you first become a pro wrestler. It's like 3 or 4 years. If you're not the best, you're not the most gifted. Even if you are, sometimes 3 years, you could be just losing matches, getting jobbed out, learning the ropes, getting your ass beat every night by some vet, or, you know, whatever is needed. That's what's happening to you. Ron Simmons, WCW was pretty tag team heavy, which you can grow to appreciate if you go and watch old WCWs. WCW's really tag team heavy, so they're always running these little tournaments. They're running Battle Bowl where you randomly match with the guy. Like, you can always be randomly matched with the guy in WCW, which I appreciate because tag team wrestling's fucking cool. So they would always have little things. Ron Simmons would team up randomly with the guy here, with the guy there, lose a match, win a match, whatever. Nothing real ever happened till another real nigga.
I'm gonna give you just what the taste of that is like.
Another real nigga helps him to achieve the success that he wants to. Ron Simmons loses a match or wins a match with Teddy Long. Teddy Long fast counts Ron Simmons to win a match. They fire Teddy Long. They're like, Teddy Long, you're fucking out of here. You can't be cheating for the other brothers. But Teddy Long's like, that's my nigga. I know what's good. I'ma be good for what I need to be good. And this is what's good. Fucking Ron Simmons, he's the man. They come out and fire Teddy Long. They're like, niggas are out. We don't tolerate this shit. We been wanting to fire you because you're black. Remember, Southern, WCW, Jim Crockett, Bill Watts. Oh, it's there. You can hear it. You can see it. You can feel it. So Ron Simmons takes off for a little bit. An angle starts building with these tag teams. Woman gets involved, and Woman's like, look, I got a tag team that's coming here that's gonna fuck all y'all motherfuckers up. This tag team is big, this tag team is bad, this tag team is strong, and this tag team's gonna lead to your fucking doom, bruh. It's gonna be nothing but fucking darkness when these two come to World Championship Wrestling. You fucking wait. So Ron Simmons,
you know, Ron,
remember I said he had the Jerry curl, probably had the soul glow. Probably had the soul glow. Just let your soul glow, let it shine through. Young Billy D. Williams. Young Billy D. Fresh off the motherfucking movie screen. He's here in the flesh. He thinks, I need a tag team partner that is exactly like I am. A real nigga. Strong. Buff as fuck. Will fuck you up in real life. This could be wrestling or this could be death. Either one of the two for you. Also, I'm going to need him to also have a Jerry curl. So it's two Jerry curl niggas. Like, these are some very specific things that you have to be in line with. And Ron Simmons was like, I need all that in my tag team partner. Look no further. You have found him, another badass motherfucker from around the way. His name is Butch Reed.
And in order for
the natural Butch Reed, because he has a natural when he wants to fuck you up.
Every breath out of my body to get this.
He's natural at fucking niggas up, and his name is Butch Reed. So, the natural Butch Reed, Ron Simmons, football legends, hard-nosed motherfucking niggas, Jerry curls, will fuck you up on sight. Blonde hair on motherfucking Butch Reed. You know these niggas don't give a fuck. They're ready to fuck a nigga up. So, Butch Reed and Ron Simmons debut,
on pay-per-view,
re-debut, because it's different here. Two huge black guys, black pants, black boots, black masks. They both have a black mask on. Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. You don't know it's Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, though. It's Doom. It's Doom 1. It's Doom 2. It's Woman. And they are here to fuck some shit up. Doom actually debuts, and people are like, holy shit, this is fucking lit. These niggas...
This Wednesday on
you know they were thinking
TV,
that because once again WCW, Southern, Bill Watts, Jim Crockett, you get it, you got it. Good. Ric Flair. Look, Doom debuts and they have a great debut. They take out the fucking Steiner brothers. What way for a tag team in the late 80s and early 90s? There's not only one, but in my opinion, the most badass tag team in the fucking world, Rick and Scott, the fucking Steiner brothers. So what way to debut in WCW, to re-debut in the world, to the world on camera, big, black, strong, electrical tape around the muscles, black pants, black boots, black mask, black ass. It's time for fucking destruction. So Doom goes on a tear. When you're in WCW and they had the TV show, the studio TV show by then, so you know what happens when you're new, you're dominant, you kick ass. You know what's going to happen. You're going to go to WCW Worldwide. You're going to go to WCW Saturday Night. You're going to go to WCW Pro. You're going to go and wrestle a bunch of jobbers. And you know what that means for jobbers. Two fucking hard-ass niggas. Two hard-ass niggas. Butch Reed, Ron Simmons, Doom. They masked up. They can do different new shit. They start fucking niggas up. They're beating jobbers' ass every week on a weekly basis. Doom is the scariest tag team in the fucking world. You don't know who they are, which makes it even scarier. You can kind of sense because you can see what it is, but you don't know exactly who they are. It could be somebody else. We don't know. We don't know. Doom goes on a losing streak again. They get Ron Simmons back. They're like, look, you know what it is. You're back down. Bring it back to the bottom of the map. Bring it back to the bottom of the map. It's crazy. Every time he gets a little bit of traction, boom, they cut his legs right from under him. He's back down. Doom eventually has a match where if they lose the match, they have to lose the mask. Lose the match, lose the mask. It's lucha shit. It's fucking Mexican wrestling. We're all here. It's lose the match, lose the mask. It happens in Lucha Libre. It's been happening since the beginning of Lucha Libre. So, lose the match, lose the mask. You guessed it.
I'll be the first one to admit
they lost the match and they lost the mask.
The champions in Corpus Christi.
Oh shit, they unveiled, take the mask off. You see it. That's the natural Butch Reed. I know Butch Reed. I could tell that was your body, Butch Reed. Butch Reed is unmasked and he's mad as hell. He's about to fuck somebody up. Oh, we gotta figure out who the other guy is. Pull that guy's mask off.
Dedication, desire, and hard work, and
that
the willingness to
hitting
win.
The mic, that was them pulling his mask off. Mask on. Fuck it. Mask off. Mask off. Mask on. Fuck it. Mask off. Mask off, Ron Simmons. That's fucking Ron Simmons. We haven't seen Ron Simmons for a minute, but this guy wrestled like Ron Simmons, so we thought it was Ron Simmons, and now we figured it out. It's a Scooby-Doo fucking mystery. It was you the whole time, and we would have got away with it if he wasn't for you pesky kids. So, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed are unmasked, and they're as pissed as ever. This time, they can be themselves. They start shining. They connect with the crowd more. You see, they try to say that that's a detriment to Mexican wrestling, to lucha libre, to the luchadors, the greatest luchadors of all time. American wrestling thinks if they can't see you, they can't connect with you. Not true. If you are talented enough for me to get through that mask, I don't care with that. I don't care. I'm excited. Rey Mysterio Jr., that mask and that guy are everything. Don't take that mask off that guy. That's the greatest of all time in that mask and that guy. So you don't need to see that guy's face to connect with him, because when you see his matches, you're connected. Doom is scary. They thought they were going to make Doom scary by putting them in masks, which is scary. But when you take off the mask and it's two real niggas under there, that's scarier. White America's going to be more scared of that than they are of some boogeyman. No, they're scared of the boogeyman, not the boogeyman coming to get you, Marty. Shout out to Marty. I'm talking about a real nigga. They're more scared. Them people in them southern crowds are more scared of Butch Reed and fucking Ron Simmons than they are of Doom 1 and Doom 2. And that's just a fact. So they go on a fucking run, eventually meeting up again with the tag team that they debuted against and getting a victory, therefore becoming the WCW World Tag Team Champions. Doom. Ron Simmons' first taste of wrestling gold comes with another real nigga, Butch Reed, as Doom. They become the tag team champions of the world, and they are fucking hard. Hard as a motherfucker. This tag team is badass. I want to see this tag team and against like tag teams of this generation. Like, I think if they would have had a real run, they would have been harder than the APA. If they got like a WWF run, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, woo, boy. Wish it could have been better. Wish things could have happened. So, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed get a couple runs with the World Tag Team Championship straps. Isn't that amazing, dude? World Tag Team Champions, real niggas, Jerry curls, blonde hair, muscles, black tights, black boots, black mask. The shit is lit. They broke up. They got a divorce. A wrestling tag team divorce. You know, all things don't work out. You can't have everything. You can't always get what you want. Sometimes you can only get a little bit. So, but thankfully for the man, the myth, the legend, Ron Simmons, that run helped him garner some attention of the fans. It helped him garner some attention of the brass, the people in the back, the higher-ups, the championship committee, as they would say. The championship committee is thinking, Ron Simmons is really coming up, man. He got in that Doom gimmick. He became tag team champions with Butch Reed. He has a shit ton of charisma. Why do we put that mask on him? Don't put another fucking mask on him. True that. Ron Simmons, the man himself, goes on a fucking run, dude. He starts going on WCW Saturday night and power slamming, shoulder blocking, spine busting motherfuckers on a weekly basis. He's one of the most over guys in the entire company. One of the most over dudes in wrestling. All-American badass. Not that guy. All-American hard-nosed nigga named Ron Simmons is here, and he is here to whoop ass. So, one weekend, one something in WCW, Sting, not the nigga from the Police, you know, Sting, man called Sting.
You understand that? Now you bring this woman. Bring him, making him look
supposed
elegant.
to have a match with Vader, but he gets hurt or something, took out of the match. Some way, somehow, Sting is out of this world title match, and he is not the world champion. The world title has been vacated.
You know why? Because I've taken
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some shenanigans happen.
And literally put them in my mouth.
In a match, ends up in one corner, the fucking greatest big man of all time, the hardest hitting, the biggest moonsaulting, Vader salting all in the fucking world. He's the fucking man. Leon White. Big Van Vader is in one corner.
You hear me? Ask anybody.
And in the other corner, the man, the all-American badass nigga, Ron Simmons is in the other corner. It's Vader. It's Ron Simmons. They are squaring off for the vacated WCW World Heavyweight Championship. It's Ron Simmons and Vader in a world title match. They're facing off. The crowd is hot for this. Vader is going ham. Let me rewind.
Okay, the same thing
Ron
that I'm
Simmons,
gonna do
the build-up for this
to you
match.
and Steve Austin.
Ron Simmons is doing a promo in the ring, talking about how he wants to be the first ever WCW World Heavyweight Champion that's a black man. The first ever black man to come and conquer World Championship Wrestling is here, and his name is Ron Simmons. It's lit. People thought that he couldn't be people thought that he wasn't gonna go in football at the size he was and beat the guys that he did, but he did it. People thought he wasn't gonna make it in pro wrestling because he was a football guy, because he was black, because he was whatever he was, but he did it. He was a tag team champions with Butch Reed. Doom #1, motherfucker. It's lit. So he's having this thing. Out comes Harley Race, the manager of Big Van Vader. Harley Race, one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. King Harley Race, 7-time world champion. The great Harley Race. Matches with Dusty, matches with Rick, matches with Nick Bockwinkel. He's done it all. He does it all. He comes out here in the middle of Ron Simmons' promo talking about how he's going to be the motherfucking man, and tells Ron Simmons that he doesn't even acknowledge Ron Simmons when he gets in the ring. Gets in the ring, says, look, I heard Sting out here talking earlier, and look, you right here, I want you to be my errand boy. He says that he's pointing to Ron Simmons and says, you're going to be my errand boy. My errand boy. Errand. Not Aaron, Aaron, errand boy. Relay this message back to Sting. Vader's gonna fuck him up. You're going down, just like your homeboy Ahmed Johnson. Ron Simmons is like, look, I don't know what date you think this is. I don't know what time you think this is. I don't know what era you think this is. This is 19 whatever. We about to be in the year 2000. I ain't nobody's gopher. I ain't nobody's errand boy. I'm Ron motherfucking Simmons, and I will spine bust you to fucking dust, old man. Harley Race is like, look, nigger. Oh, wait, hold up. I wasn't supposed to say that. Look, when I was the 7-time world champion, I had a boy like you carrying my bags. And the clip that I just watched, they beeped boy. So you know what that means. I had a boy like you carrying my bags, as he points to Ron Simmons. Ron Simmons has enough. You had a boy like, wham! Knocks Harley Race the fuck out. So this feud is already brewing. Ron Simmons doesn't know that he's going to beat Vader for the World Heavyweight Champion, but he wants to beat Vader the fuck up because his manager just came out here and fucking disrespected him like that off rip. Like, what the fuck, man? You had a boy like me? Ron Simmons beats this nigga the fuck up, beats his homeboy the fuck up. Ron Simmons is fucking
I am extreme.
So, Ron Simmons squares off with Big Van Vader. The WCW World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. These two bulls lock it the fuck up. It's the hardest white boy in WCW against the hardest nigga in WCW. And these two fucking throw them soup bones. It's lit. Punches in bunches. There's power slams, there's power bombs, there's spine busters, there's shoulder blocks, there's moonsaults, there's Vader bombs, there's everything you could think of. Fist of Fury. Harley Race is there. It's lit. But in the end, big fucking power slam. 1, 2, 3. The most excited little black kid in the world is front row for Ron Simmons winning the WCW. Ron Simmons beats Vader with the power slam to become the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, the first black African American nigga to win the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. He wins it, and this black kid is me. He's going ham. It's lit. The champion of the world. This is amazing. This is so great. Ron Simmons wins the WCW Championship, the first black WCW World Heavyweight Champion. They could never, ever, 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 ever right take that away from you. That's amazing. The first black WCW champion, Ron Simmons. He has a run with the belt for 5 months. I thought it was like 2 weeks because that's how they do niggas. He ends up losing it back to Vader, but they will never, ever, 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 ever take that. The first black WCW World Heavyweight Champion ever. He has a feud with Cactus Jack that you can imagine is great because Cactus Jack at this time was bumping off of anything, falling, fucking himself up all the time, bumping like $1 million, and Ron Simmons makes sure to give it to him. Like I said, he loses the WCW Championship to
when you get in that ring.
The rest of his WCW run wasn't anything to really call home about.
Brother,
he has some more shit with Cactus Jack. He has some shit with Sting. He eventually goes heel again. Teddy Long's there. It's just not really what he envisioned at this point. Bruce Pritchard talks about calling Ron Simmons elegant for like 5 years or something. Like his whole WC, every year he called Ron Simmons to come to work for WWF because
you know what I'm saying?
If Jim Ross, I'm sure Jim Ross is part of the reason that he came to Jim Crockett, and I'm sure that Jim Ross is part of the reason he came to WWF because he's exactly what Jim Ross would ever want in a wrestler, all-American football player, badass motherfucker. So Bruce Pritchard is on this guy every year. Hey, call me when you are done with WCW. Come through. Ron Simmons ends his run with WCW in 1994. He's done with WCW. He's not super into wrestling because WCW burnt him out because that's what they did to niggas. That's what they did to everybody, but you can imagine what they did to niggas. So Ron Simmons has a little bit of run with ECW, man. Extreme Championship Wrestling. Down, down, down. Extreme Championship. You get it. He has a run in ECW, 94, 95. He has matches, with fucking Sandman, Shane Douglas, Mikey Whipwreck. Nothing super. He wasn't involved in a lot of, ECW angles. He wasn't involved, in anything crazy. Just some straight up, Ron Simmons is here to fuck shit up, and he's a badass, and you should know that he's a badass. And he was there. He did that. Had a run in ECW. Another thing that they don't even talk about that really, but that's another thing on the legacy of Ron Simmons, and that is why he is so bad fucking ass. He did everything there was to do. So, Ron Simmons is called, like I said, by Bruce Pritchard for 5 years. One time Bruce Pritchard calls him, Ron Simmons is like, all right, I'm done with WCW, let's talk. Bruce Pritchard, Vince McMahon, they go talk to Ron Simmons and his wife. They look, if you come to WWF, the grass is so green. It's going to be great. You're going to be Ron Simmons. You're going to be that football vet. We're not going to put you in a dumbass helmet. We're not going to put you in some weird-ass gladiator suit. We're not going to fucking play you. You're going to be badass. Just come to the WWF where we treat everybody great. And we don't shit on all Americans like that. So Ron Simmons is like, how much money you guys are going to pay me? I will pay you a pretty good amount of money. Cool, I'll do it. I was thinking about retiring, but I'm not gonna retire. Are you sure you're not going to put me in a helmet and like this weird ass bodysuit and you're not going to call me Ron Simmons? Are you sure? Vince McMahon's like, look, pal, it's not going to happen.
You know why?
Come to the WWF, sign on the dotted line. Ron Simmons signs on the dotted line. Soon as he finishes the S on Simmons, Vince McMahon pulls that blue helmet from around his back and says, psych, motherfucker, your name is Farouk. Farouk Assad. You're going to wear this helmet and be Farouk Assad. You're like a gladiator from fucking Ben-Hur or some bullshit. You're fucking 300, but there's only one of you. And no one in this generation, no one in the crowd is going to know what it's about. Why are we doing it? We're not going to explain what it is. It's going to be dumb. That's Ron Simmons. What the fuck? What the fuck? You tricked me, dude. If I wouldn't have signed the last little fucking line on this S, if I would have knew that you were going to try to get me to wear that stupid ass fucking helmet. I was wondering why you had your hand behind your back that whole time. You had that stupid ass helmet. Hear me out, Ron. You wear this helmet, you wear this gladiator suit, you'll be like a cool gladiator from Ben-Hur, and this will be the best part. Sonny will be your manager.
You hear me? Ask anybody.
Helmet, bodysuit, Sonny? Why? It'll be great. Why can't I just be Ron Simmons with the Jerry curl? I come out, be all-American.
All-American.
I'll spin it some other way, say I'll beat people's ass. Nobody wants to fuck with me. At that point, it'll be great. Nope, that's dumb. Put the helmet on. Farouk Assad, you're going to debut this Monday. Ahmed Johnson, one of our favorite friends of the Black Wrecellence podcast. Black Wrecellence royalty. They have his name, his banner up in the Black Wrecellence history fucking stadium. They have it up. His name is up there. Ahmed Johnson is having a match. He's out on the outside. Out comes Farouk Assad in that fucking helmet and the bodysuit. Kicks Ahmed Johnson, kicks a 50-yard field goal with Ahmed Johnson's kidneys. Fucking, it's good. 3 points or 1 point if it was after a touchdown. It's fucking lit. Who is this guy? Why did he just kick Ahmed Johnson in the fucking side for reals and fuck this guy up? Do they have beef? What's going on here? They announced that this is Farouk Assad. JR can't even say, JR wants to say his name is Ron Simmons and that he's an All-American. So bad that he can't. Vince McMahon taped his mouth shut before the show and said, don't you fucking say, Jim, don't you say that his name is Ron Simmons. Don't you fucking say it. Jim Ross is fixing his lips to say Ron Simmons, but he's not. His name is Farouk Assad, and he's pissed as hell, and he is set up, fast-tracked into a feud with Black Wrecellence excellence, Ahmed Johnson. But as always with Ahmed Johnson, that's not exactly what's going to happen. Ahmed Johnson is legitimately hurt from that 50-yard field goal that Farouk put on the side of his fucking body. Fucked him up for real. The feud that Ahmed Johnson and Farouk have is endless. It's forever. They're going to fight forever. They were the originators of that. They began their feud together and they ended their feud together. Things will never be over. They're still fighting to this day. Ahmed Johnson is out of commission. Farouk is here. He's here with Sonny. We are still very confused as to why he has this fucking helmet on. Farouk has a run. We're all fucking bored because he has a stupid ass fucking gimmick. What is this gimmick? No one cares. We love Ron Simmons. We want Ron Simmons. We want that fire. We want that charisma. All that is fucking gone. He's just this boring ass helmet wearing fucking guy. Why take the charisma away from Ron Simmons? We don't get it. He does this Farouk Assad thing. Him and Ahmed Johnson feud for a little bit. Farouk Assad sucks. Take that stupid helmet off and that bodysuit and get Sonny all the fucking way out of here. I was super horny for Sonny, but I didn't want to see her with fucking Ron Simmons. Out comes the prayer. The prayers have been answered. The doors have been opened. The gimmick of all gimmicks, the blackest, the number one blackest gimmick of any pro wrestler. Next, Sorry. The second blackest gimmick. Next, of course, the New Jack. No one ever tops New Jack. New Jack is the fucking measuring stick. The blackest gimmick in WWF history is created. We've talked about them in many episodes of the Black Wrecellence podcast. Their music has been featured. They have one of the greatest theme songs, the greatest everything of all time. It's Savio Vega. It's Crush. It's Wolfie D. JC Ice. Fucking D'Lo Brown. Clarence Mason. And the leader of the pack, Farouk. No more Assad, just Farouk. And he is ready to dominate. This faction, this blaction, almost the blaction. This faction is called the Nation of Domination. We are the Nation of Domination. At first, like I said, Wolfie D and JC Ice are there. The Nation is a big group of militant people. They're dressed in all black. Farouk is like one of the brothers that I used to see out fucking just being black when like wearing leather and cross colors and all that shit in the early 90s, and he was like the big homie. That was the character Farouk was portraying. He was the leader of this group. Everybody's in all black. JC Ice and Wolfie D, the white boys, rap them to the ring. They rap these boys to the ring. We are the Nation, live and in color. Don't diss the man, cause he'll bomb worse your mother. Listen what I'm saying, it's for real, not playing. Farouk is the man, so hit your knees and start praying. Was actually super lit, really dope. I loved it, great. They should have just got someone else to do it. But we're gonna call it what it is and what it was. So the Nation of Domination is here. They are a badass, mean-ass group. Like I said, D-Lo's here, but D-Lo's a mute. He's just playing the background in this first carnation. So the leader of the Nation of Domination is Farouk, and he is mad as hell. His number one villain, the fucking Joker to his Batman, the motherfucker that he hates the most in the fucking world, is Ahmed Johnson. He thinks that he is the dirtiest, blackest, nastiest nigga in the whole fucking world, and he wants to rid the World Wrestling Federation of that fucking filth. He hates Ahmed Johnson so fucking much. All he could ever talk about is his hatred. He hates Ahmed Johnson so much when he came into the WWF, kicked a 50-yard field goal with his fucking kidneys. The beef is fucking on, and the beef is fucking real. Farouk Assad is not Assad no more. He is now Farouk. He's militant, and he is the angriest black man in WWF history, cutting the most insane, the meanest, the greatest promos you could ever listen to. He is talking about the struggles of a black man, the struggles he went through, eating collard greens with his hands, his mama whooping his ass, walking to school with no shoes in snow, fucking fighting to live, being in a gang, selling drugs, being on the streets. That's what the life is like of a black man, running from the police, being scared of the police. Anything to do with the police, there was nothing. You don't want anything to do with that. Farouk was putting that all in these promos on Monday Night Raw. There's Stone Cold, there's DX, LOD, Undertaker, Bret Hart, Owen, all that. In the middle of that is the blackest shit in the fucking world is going on, the Nation of Domination, and Farouk is tearing Ahmed Johnson down every chance he gets. They feud for like 3 years, randomly on and off, because Ahmed Johnson keeps getting hurt. Anytime they're about to kick this feud off, have a big payoff match, Ahmed Johnson gets hurt, the match is off. The Nation of Domination goes under that They go under that little persona with the JC Isis and Clarence Masons and all them people, Savio Vega, Crush. One day, Farouk comes back and he's pissed. He's like, look, I'm fucking done with y'all niggas. The real Nation of Domination is about to be established. I'm about to show y'all the real message, the real reason why I'm here to fuck these niggas up. The Nation of Domination, as you know it, is over. The new Nation of Domination is here. And I'm going to introduce you to the members. It's me, Farouk, real nigga.
Retired Jersey.
I kept one of the niggas from the original Nation of Domination. He didn't talk back then, but now he talking, he fucking wave his head. His name is D-Lo Brown. He an accountant. No, he not an accountant. He a badass motherfucker who will hit you with the lowdown and the sky high, and it's fucking over for you. Your episode is coming, D-Lo. Wait for it. He is here in the Nation of Domination. On the other side is a big black nigga y'all niggas have seen before. He used to put spells on niggas. He used to be a supreme fighting machine. But now he's just here to fuck y'all niggas up in the Nation of Domination. His name is Kama. So, that little version of the Nation of Domination, they're feuding with Ahmed Johnson still, of course, because the beef is real and it's never gonna end. The Nation of Domination gets so pissed off at The Undertaker disrespects them, that they let Ahmed Johnson join. Ahmed Johnson and Farouk at this point had been in a blood feud for like a year and a half. Real or fake, we will never know. They both fucking hated each other. And Farouk really hated Ahmed Johnson. But they both hated the dead man so much that they thought they would join forces. They joined forces. Farouk, D-Lo, Kama, and Ahmed Johnson. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer. Mark Henry is here in the Nation of Domination. They joined forces with Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson comes out, hits Undertaker with the Pearl River Plunge, walks up the Titantron, up the ramp to the embrace of the Nation of Domination. Him and Farouk hug. This year and a half blood feud is now over. They are now a team. The Nation of Domination is here. Next week on Raw, Ahmed Johnson, Farouk, D-Lo, Kama, they're in the ring talking about why Ahmed Johnson joined. You know exactly why I joined. I do not need to explain this to you. They be holding niggas down. Y'all don't respect niggas. Farouk has been right this whole time. I just wish he didn't take it all out on me. The nigga was real rude. I had to come back with the 2x8, the 4x9, whatever I had from, whatever I could find in the back, come through and fuck y'all niggas up. But I'm not fucking y'all niggas up now. I'm running through the 6 with my woes, and y'all are my woes. The Nation of fucking Domination. Last week, Farouk kicked all the niggas out of the Nation. He kicked out Crush, and he kicked out Savio Vega. So here comes Crush. Crush comes down the ring with his homeboys, his new homeboys. He comes out on motorcycles. It's a biker gang. This shit is fucking crazy. It's going the fuck down. Crush is here with his biker gang. He says, look, we're a biker gang. You know how niggas in biker gangs get down. It's not a good fit. It's not lit for you. So they fucking start going at it. It's Crush, it's Chains, it's 8-Ball, it's Skull. Them two niggas are Nazis. They're racist. The two bald head niggas. You know it. You've seen it. You know it. So they're all going at it. In the middle of this is the first real official week of Ahmed Johnson being in the Nation. He had joined forces with the group. The first real week he joins forces and gets hurt. I'm sure that this was probably leading to they're together, they break up, they have the match, big payoff. We never, ever got the big payoff of Ahmed Johnson and Farouk. We just never got it. Every time it was gonna happen, Ahmed Johnson got fucked up. So Ahmed Johnson is out of the Nation of Domination. out of the WWF because he again is hurt. Drink more water. Ahmed Johnson, don't forget, if you're hearing this, drink some water right now. So, Farouk, Kama, D'Lo Brown, Mark Henry, they are without a member. They're without a member. I think Mark Henry actually comes after The Rock. I really have my shit mixed up. I don't know. I don't know the timetable. But Mark Henry's in the Nation of Domination. We all fucking know it. So, they are there. At one point, they are having a match. Is Farouk or is Kama against Chains from the previous mentioned DOA, the biker gang. They hate niggas. Chains is having a match with Kama. In comes Rocky Maivia from injury. We haven't seen him for a few months because he's been out with injury. He has a fresh polo on tucked into his short pants khakis and some penny loafers, no socks. He's looking lit. Jerry curl. He got a watch on. It's The Rock, man. He looks jacked. He looks buff. He looks great. He gets into the ring and we're like, oh shit, what's The Rock doing here? He picks up Chains. We're like, dude, what's he picking up Chains for? Locks up Chains, hits Chains with the fucking rock bottom. Bam! Rolls Kama onto him. He rolls out of the ring. 1, 2, 3. The fucking winner of the match, a member of the Nation of Domination. Rocky Maivia rolls into the ring. He hugs the Nation of Domination. They put his arms in the air. The Rock, Rocky Maivia, is now a member of the Nation of Domination. It's fucking lit. Holy shit. Ron Simmons, a.k.a. Farouk, D'Lo, Kama, and now the people's champion, The Rock. We thought this guy was a blue chipper, a blue collar, a third generation, all that bullshit they pitch. But he not. He mad at the fucking world, and he don't give a fuck about y'all. The Rock comes out and tells the world that he joined the Nation of Domination because they didn't give a fuck about him. They booed, they chanted boring during his matches. They booed him and his dad. They had signs that said, die, Rocky, die. They told him he wasn't shit. But the brothers in the Nation, they fucking accepted me for who I am. They like my Jerry curl. They say I could be a member of Shalimar or maybe one of Prince's groups. Them bitches was bad than a motherfucker. Look, The Rock is here and he is in the Nation of Domination. The Nation of Domination is at full swing. The Rock, Farouk, D'Lo, now the Godfather, and the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. A more in-depth episode of the Nation of Domination's full run from top to bottom to come. That group revolutionized black wrestling. They were the epitome of the struggle. Farouk's promos correctly portrayed exactly what it is as a black man. It's like reading from Malcolm X's book or something. Like this guy, this Black Panthers gimmick that they had, all these militant black guys, red, the green, and the yellow, all black medallions. Like they got this hard ass song. They're all out here talking about the struggle of the black man, police, white man, talking about Vince's racist, WWE's racist, the fans are racist. Like this was a revolutionary gimmick. The Nation of Domination will never be forgotten. What an incredible group. You know what? I started this podcast and I thought I was going to be able to actually go through Farouk's whole career in just one podcast, like an hour's worth of podcast, and then I look over and it says 53 minutes and I'm just barely even like the middle of the Nation of Domination and all the great and amazing things that they did. It's kind of crazy. It's wild. I don't know. Like that's cool. So at this point, we're going to just call this part one of the man that they call Ron Simmons. And up to this point, Farouk. What an incredible beginning to a career. He started out as an amazing All-American football player. He went on to WCW, or Jim Crockett's promotion, which eventually turns into WCW. He had a great start. He hit rock bottom as a wrestler. Teamed up with another real nigga by the name of Butch Reed. Became the WCW Tag Team Champions of the World. Had a great run as Doom. Breaks up with Butch Reed. Gets in a feud with Vader. Gets disrespected by Harley Race called Boy. And then hits the pinnacle of professional wrestling and becomes the first black WCW World Heavyweight Champion. That's just amazing. That stat right there, I could just do the whole episode on how amazing that was, you know? The precursor to Booker T, the precursor to Ron Simmons, you know? Precursor to all this greatness was Ron the Truth Killings. I probably said Ron Simmons twice. Precursor to Truth, precursor to Booker T is Ron Simmons. What a run. The promos and stuff that he did with the Nation of Domination are top-notch, unmatched. So much more to come for Ron Simmons. I'm going to get to him, leaving the Nation of Domination. He got into a tag team with Flash Funk for a little bit. Then, of course, the biggest thing that most people probably remember him for in the WWF, eventually the WWE. He started teaming up with John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL, Justin Hawk Bradshaw, to form the tag team The Acolytes in the Ministry of Darkness, which eventually turned into the APA, the tag team we all know. The fucking Acolytes, APA, Hall of Fame, everything that happened. It'll eventually come in part 2 of Ron Simmons, but this has been part 1, the World Championship Wrestling World Title run of Ron Simmons. What an amazing career. The beginning is just the beginning. Black Wrestling's Black history personified right here, man. Ron Simmons, one of the greatest of all times. Please come back for the next episode of the Black Wrestling Podcast. This has been episode 10. I am Righteous Reg. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but you should know who I am by now. But if you're new, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me online. Thank you for all the positive feedback. Thanks for everything. Thanks to MLW. Thanks to my friends. Thanks to my people. Thanks to all of you. This has been the Black Wrestling Podcast. We will be back with another episode. Thanks.